Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Bastards postgame show. I am Nick. We have Brendan in with his October Fever shirt on. He's really riding high right now on
We
this
got to.
nice little two-game winning streak against the Yankees here. So in case you didn't see this afternoon's game, hi there. Garrett Cole, excuse me. Garrett Kermit Cole was shellacked this afternoon. Only lasted 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, and the Red Sox were able to get an 8-1 victory this afternoon. A lot of positives in this one, including that grand slam from Luis Urias. So that was great to see. That's his second within the week. He hit another one on Thursday as well. So definitely some spark happening right here with the team. Curious to hear your take.
Nick, if there's one thing anyone knows, no matter how good Garrett Cole is, he's third in Cy Young race right now. The Red Sox own Garrett Cole. He looks so shaken up whenever anything goes wrong when he plays against the Red Sox. He hit 34 on his pitch count, 34 pitches within the second inning, and he seemed flustered. And then all of a sudden, they're loaded up after Duran. He has a great at-bat, draws up 12 pitches on his, and then you had Reyes as well, and bases were loaded up for Urias, who hits the bomb and really exploded the game from there. The Yankees came out flat. They looked terrible, and this is how they've been all year, really. So it's important for the Red Sox to sweep the Yankees tomorrow. Even though we've looked great in this series, it's the Yankees, and they're the bottom of the East. And this is really just part of the business trip. If we don't sweep tomorrow, I will be very frustrated.
It's kind of humbling when you watch this Yankees team, and then you also have your product also on the field. You start to feel a little bit better about your direction you're headed with your team, with the players that are contributing and getting the job done. The Yankees, that team is a disaster. Yeah. If I was a fan of the Yankees, I would be furious. I would be furious to see what's
it's a dumpster fire.
Their team. Aaron Judge is an injury-prone monster. Giancarlo Stanton doesn't know what he's doing out there at the plate. He can't run. He can't move. It's like a statue there. You still have never had a real shortstop after Didi Gregorius, really. And if you really want to count Didi Gregorius, that's fine. Jarek Jeter, you really haven't had anybody since then. Your identity for your team is so weak. And if Garrett Cole is your identity on your team, that's embarrassing. I look at Garrett Cole as more of a poor man's Josh Beckett. That's what I look at Garrett Cole.
Okay.
Puts up decent numbers, doesn't really move the needle for me. But Josh Beckett was a big game pitcher. And he got the job done, and he was a solid force for the rotation for the Red Sox. Garrett Cole that's a contract that's going to go down in baseball history as one of the worst contracts that's been given out. Stanton's as well. They have 3 of the biggest contracts in baseball right now. I'll even throw Aaron Judge's name into that are so absorbent on what they are getting from this team that it makes it really hard to figure out the direction that you're going to head. First base is a mess for them. Second base, shortstop, third. They don't know what they're doing. And then they got Aaron Boone, who is the gift that keeps on giving for Red Sox Nation. We are so thrilled that he continues to be the manager there because he's an idiot. I'm sorry. He's an absolute idiot. They call him Baboon. They call him Baboon in New York. We'll call him Baboon.
I like it.
So he was very mad that the PitchCom yesterday, did you hear about this? That wasn't working for the Red Sox. So PitchCom was not being able to be a part of the game from yesterday. So he was already putting the blame on the Red Sox because their PitchCom couldn't work. This guy is something.
I know. That's reaching. There's a lot of reaching.
These guys are not a bunch of savages, Baboon. They're not.
No, it really is a total dumpster fire in New York, and that's why it's very important to not give. Yeah, it's very important to not give them an inch of life because they deflate just like that. So You have to go
Don't
in
say
tomorrow.
deflate around New England. That gets me on edge. Don't use that word deflate. Don't do that.
All right, I got you. But you have to put your foot down and crush the bug. Crush it tomorrow. Put it to bed. Move on. We have a big series coming up against Houston. Like, we have to go in with momentum. So put them to bed tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
You know what I've been harping upon this past couple games? I said they'd lose Friday night. I said they'd lose today. I'm going to say the same thing. Why not? Why not?
Oh my God.
Keep it going. If I'm public enemy number one for the Red Sox, that's great. It means I'm getting under their skin. That's what we're trying to do. If we get this team continuing to produce the numbers that they're doing against a far less superior Yankee team, great. If you want to use me as your bulletin board, throw the darts at it, fine.
Yeah.
And if you keep winning and proving me wrong, that's the point. Win. Show us. Prove it. As of now, we are still not anywhere near a playoff berth. Yes, we have some work to do. It's 2.5, 3 games, but we still have work to get done. We can't be throwing our parade right now when we have many, many more games to go. It's anybody's race. It's anybody's shot here at figuring out who's going to be in the playoffs and everything. Like you said, Brendan, we had a huge series coming up against the Astros on Monday. It's a 4-game series right in Houston. It scares the living daylights out of me on what's going to happen for it, but we'll have to see when we get there. Kutter Crawford was excellent today, went 6 innings, gave up 1 run. Outstanding performance once again. You got a pretty decent performance again from your bullpen. That's another thing that's been getting a lot of work, but they're still getting the job done. So that's a major positive and a nice step in the right direction for that. Tomorrow, it is showing right now TBA. I am under the impression that it's going to be Nick Pivetta. We'll see what happens with more of a report from later today. But if Pivetta is the one that goes, I think that's fine. We'll see what happens against that. Schmidt is going up for the Yankees. I think I already know what Brendan is going to say on this one for tomorrow. But just remind the good people at home what you're going to predict for tomorrow.
You got to have Pivetta running out of the pen, of course. He's going to start in the first, but he runs out of the pen, not out of the dugout. And
Exactly.
he's going to give you at least 5. I think he can really abuse the Yankees tomorrow, especially with the curveball he can throw. So I'm going to lean on Pivetta, giving you 6 innings. I'm hoping for at least 7 strikeouts. It's going to be great. The Sox are going to destroy him tomorrow. They're going to destroy Schmidt. I love what I'm seeing out of Yoshida coming out right now. He's looking great. Reyes and Urias have been the story of this
another great
stretch,
game
really.
today, Reyes, and again, Luis Urias with the grand slam.
And Wong
Those
in the bomb
bargains
today too.
Those bargains by the bagful behind Bloom are looking awfully decent right now. So the Bloominati is probably going to be having drinks galore this evening, celebrating their wonderful 2 wins against the Yankees and marching down the parade in Boston on their duck boats. So probably what we'll see here for tonight. But we'll look forward to being with you again tomorrow. The hope, of course, is that the Red Sox can pull the sweep. If you want to continue to feel like I do, prove it. We'll see what happens for tomorrow afternoon. For Nick and Brendan, we will see you again for tomorrow's show. Have a great night, one and all.
Have a great night, everybody.